Fallout New Vegas is a very interesting game. After all, it contains such a large number of mechanics and bugs that sometimes you are surprised at the number of builds that can be created there. But despite the fact that the game has seemingly been studied inside out, many unexplored questions still remain. I would like to devote this video to critical damage and the ways to increase it. Many people know the so-called critical build. You upgrade your luck, perks like better criticals, pick up a weapon with an increased crit chance, and kill every living thing on the map. But a few people thought that critical damage is actually a broken mechanic. Even at the highest difficulty you can deal more than 1500 damage to an high DT armored target using crits. With this mechanic in place, most of the builds are particularly revised. Many weapons, which were always considered the best, are sent to scrap, and some, on the contrary, rise from the ashes. So, how is critical damage calculated? Once you start using HP ammo and perks like Eye for Eye combined, you'll find that your weapons start doing a suspiciously high amount of damage, even against armored targets. Why is that? You see, the point is that in this game, any source of additional damage increases your critical damage as well. Yes, perks like Cowboy, Eye for Eye, Bloodbath, cams, as well as the damage multiplier from your ammo, all this increases the critical damage. Moreover, the critical damage goes through damage threshold, and it doesn't care how much DT the enemy has. It can potentially increase your DPS from 30 to 500% depending on the weapon. In other words, the critical build is objectively the best build for most roles. Let's demonstrate this in action. As you can see, the damage multipliers from the damage perks are applying on the base damage and the crit damage as well. If I used HP ammo, for example, both types of damage would receive the 1.75 multiplier. Considering that critical damage completely ignores DT, HP ammo become the most broken thing in the game in terms of critical damage, especially on sneak criticals with its ×2 bonus. For example, with the 1.75 bonus, the damage on critical hit would look like this. It just so happens that in the vanilla version of the game, the critical damage of melee and unarmed weapons is 1.2625 more than necessary. This issue is fixed in the community patch. Now let's count. So, now you know how to count the critical damage. That's probably it for the video.